Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. Sean Manaea will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in this last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the sixth inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the sixth inning and turn it over to the bullpen. He took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Into the box, Manuel Margot. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Manuel Margot.
First offering on its way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Manuel Margot leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 11 for him on the season, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Yeah, and you've got to love when you start a game with a bang like this. The first hitter of the game, and doink, right off the foul pole for a homer. If that's a sign of things to come, we're going to see some offensive fireworks all game long. Great for the fans, but for the pitchers, not so much.
In now, Corey Spangenberg. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Manaea has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind it because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Will Myers. He starts the day leading the entire NL in slugging. You talk about power, he's got more than enough power. He's definitely fun to watch, and a pretty safe bet that he's going to put on a good show in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
The 0-2 once more. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here's Will Myers coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Myers awaiting the 1-0. To short, hit hard. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum. It's 1-0 San Diego. Tyson Ross is on the mound for the Padres in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a strike. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Boog Powell will be next. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Margot on his horse makes the play, 1 away. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Nero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
Next up for the A's, Boog Powell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Missed with a slider. Three and 0 now. The 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Here's Chris Davis now. He swings and lines it to left. Myers is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 1-0. Digging in now for San Diego, Hunter Renfroe. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And that one just missed outside.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here's Chase Headley. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. From the belt, the pitch. Right there for strike 1.
0-1.
Renfroe gets his lead at first, nobody out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now that's popped up. Chapman on the move. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Now at the plate, Matt Caesar. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Olsen has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 8, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Now a swing and a fly ball.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time, and that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Number 8, A.J. Ellis.
Next to the plate for the Padres, A.J. Ellis. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Davis is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Padres lead it 3-0. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
So digging in now, Matt Joyce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
The 0-1 delivery. Fouled away. Lucroy on at first. Nobody out. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And this team right here is known for kicking the ball around. They have the lowest fielding percentage in the entire league, and it could come back to haunt them in this one.
Now the A's designated hitter, Marcus Semien. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 258 the average to begin play, 7 homers and 22 RBIs. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He homered in the series finale back on Sunday. He's set. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Jed Lowry waits on deck. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Full count still. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Jed Lowry as he drives a liner to right center. And that's going to find the alley. Extra bases here for Lowry. Pinder is on his way home. The relay, and he is in there.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Little flare out to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, D-Row, that's the case right there. He hit it just like he throwed it soft. Not hit all that hard, but it gets the runner in from third.
Yeah, but you know what? Tomorrow's newspapers are going to be wrapping fish, so who cares about? I don't care if it's a bullet or off the fists. A knock's a knock, especially when it's got an RBI attached to it.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Standing in now, Chris Davis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to third. Headley's got it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We've played 2 full. It's the A's 4 and the Padres 3. Ready for another chance? Corey Spangenberg 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Outside, 3-0 now. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. And he gets the call there, 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Spangenberg aboard here at first with nobody out. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Alan Cordoba will have to get loose in a hurry now as he'll come in and run following the injury. Here now the 2-2. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Will Myers. Skied into straightaway right. Lowry is camped under this one. And he will put it away to retire the side. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Score holds at 4-3. Alan Cordova will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 17, Alan Cordova.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Olson. He'll lead it off against Tyson Ross.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Margot looks up. Gone! A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Number 23 for him thus far, and it's now 5-3.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
A cold strike on the inside corner. No outs, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Myers is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Joyce.
Striding in once again, Matt Joyce. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. One and one. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Headley onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcus Semien.
Digging in for his second at bat, Marcus Semien. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ross into his motion. First pitch on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Semien, a California-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
'50th pitch of the game on its way. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball right down the line in left. Myers is under it. And he hauls it down in the corner. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hunter Renfroe.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First offering on its way. Nope. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. On deck, the dangerous Chase Headley. The 3-1. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding into the box, Chase Headley. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Joyce is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matt Caesar.
At the plate, Matt Caesar. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air out toward right field. Joyce coming on, but it's down as that drops in for a 2-out single. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 2 home runs and 21 driven in. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Lowry on the move. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The A's lead this one 5-3. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Tap down the line. There to take it is Headley. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
And with 1 gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Myers is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Davis.
Digging in once again, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Lowry is off at first with 2 away. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Margot looks up. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as it is now 7-3.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Third baseman,
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Hit down the third base line, but foul. Ross sets his sights. 1-1 on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Ready on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
7 runs, an equal number of hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit hard on the ground to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
And he misses 2-1. Two out with the man at first. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping up to the plate, A.J. Ellis. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The bouncer to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Manuel Margot. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. This is line to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Second baseman, Alan Cordova.
Alan Cordova hits next. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here. but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate, he has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Diego, number 29, Colin Ray.
Ready once again, Matt Joyce. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Matt Joyce.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Too low, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
So 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Ray, an Iowa native. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, Pinder.
Ready for another shot now, Chad Pinder. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Way in front of that fastball.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
2 out, nobody on.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted in the air to center field. Margot's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Ready for another chance? Eric Hosmer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Foul. Shading to his right. One down.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Lowry over to his right. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Digging in to try it again, Hunter Renfroe. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a drive by Renfroe. This is hit well out to left. Looking up is Davis. Into the concrete staircases and gone. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Here's Chase Headley.
Third baseman, Chase Headley.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner.
But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball.
2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lowry has a play, and the inning is over. Padres draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the A's 7 and the Padres 4. Ready for another shot now. Matt Chapman. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Jordan Lyles enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 27, Jordan Lyles.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jed Lowry. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Renfroe is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 3, Powell.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set and the pitch. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Chris Davis will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ball 1.
The count's 1-1.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They hold a 7-4 lead. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Ready once again, Matt Caesar. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch changeup chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Petit, a 6'1" right-hander. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Hit in the air out to center field. Howell's under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in now for San Diego, Freddie Galvis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the first baseline. Olson is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number 8, A.J. Ellis.
In now is A.J. Ellis. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
The 2-2. Fly ball out to right field. Lowry onto the grass. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
From the stretch, a little bouncer that rolls foul for strike one. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. The A's lead this one 7-4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Lucroy. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Craig Stammen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Craig Stammen.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here it comes on 1-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Just missed with a breaking ball. Matt Joyce will be next. The 3-1 is taken for strike two. And that misses, ball four. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Digging in once again, Matt Joyce. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put Goodwood on it.
Striding in once again, Marcus Semien. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here. Stammen, an Ohio native. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Lucroy at second. Joyce on at first with nobody out. Rounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
And that brings up Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, 1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Myers on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. They hold a 7-4 lead. Liam Hendricks has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 31, Liam Hendricks.
Alan Cordoba hits next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's Will Myers, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here comes the first pitch. Left side. Lowry. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Here's Jed Lowry now.
Leading up for the A's, second baseman, Jed Lowry. Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Diego, number 76, Jose Torres.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Myers is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Boog Powell.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Three and 0 now. One out, nobody on. 3-1. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a foul pop behind the plate. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out. Here's Chris Davis now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
In now, Matt Olson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that gets through a base hit. He's 3 for 5.
Up next for Oakland, catcher Jonathan Lucroy.
In is the catcher Jonathan Lucroy. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan. But you're a former closer. Warm it up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball. You get up to warm up in the 9th. And you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
No balls and 1 strike. Olson on second. Lucroy on at first with 2 down. Fastball called for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
A pause and the 0-2. Hard hit ball to short. Galvis is there. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A's have to settle for just the one. We've played 8 full. The A's lead it 8-4. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the Coliseum in Oakland. Hunter Renfroe will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Pitch on the way. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Missed with a breaking ball. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Now to the plate, Chase Headley. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high.
No one, no strike.
And that one just missed outside. Here he comes on 2-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field, giving chase is Powell. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Up next for the Padres, designated hitter, Matt Caesar.
So here's the Padres DH, Matt Caesar, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Alex Dickerson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Skied into straightaway right. Joyce is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-4 tonight. Oakland took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Sean Manaea earns his 5th winner of the year. Tyson Ross allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Liam Hendricks works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 8 runs.